Yo, what's up, my beautiful family? In this video, I'm going to show you a very powerful indicator. It's an ICT or SMC indicator that you can actually use to analyze the market. This indicator is actually better than your mentor. Okay, so before I actually start, make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. If you are not, I give you this second to actually subscribe, right? Also, remember to share this video to your friends, right? Like and also drop a comment, right? If this video is going to be helpful, drop a comment so that I get encouraged and give you more of this, right? So I've been using this indicator for quite some time, right? And I've been stingy with it, but you know, at some point you have to share, right? So I've decided to share with you guys, right? This indicator. It's one of the indicators that actually give me my daily signals, my daily trades, right? So let's actually get to see how this indicator operates, right? So today of interest, right, I actually got a trade that I got on GBP card, right? If you look on the screen, right, on GBP card, I actually got a trade, right? So this indicator, what it actually does, right, it does the analysis for you, right? You can see that the market broke this low. It actually wrote for me church here after breaking this low at this point, right? Then it went on to mark this imbalance, meaning that the market had to cover this imbalance, right? There was also another imbalance there. Then it marked the order block of interest, right? So let me just stretch this zone that it actually marked that order block of interest, right? So it marked that order block of interest for me, right? So right away, I actually knew that my risk has to be within this range, right? This is my risk. But if you look at this risk with this order block, is quite big, right? It's something like 45 pips. That is big, right? So I actually had to reduce it the moment that I got this doji, right, for my end around 30 pips thereabout, right? So after this doji, I knew my price was about to reverse. That's a confirmation candle, right? Then I go to take my trade from this point, right? And you can actually see the results from here and on that screenshot. And my other friend who also took it on that screenshot, right? So let's open on other charts. Then we get to see how effective this indicator is, right? I'm going to show you and I'm going to tell you the name of the indicator, right? So of interest, yesterday I actually got another nice trade that I got on Euro GBP, right? If you look at it, this is where we got the signal, right? Yesterday, the day before yesterday, I actually got a church here, right? So after getting a church, I saw that I had some imbalance there, right? And I came here and I marked my order block right there, right? That's the order block that I actually marked, right? And look at what price actually did, right? So the setup was more like this. For those that I actually trade with, right, at the end of our premium groups, you actually saw this trade. This was something like 30 pips, right, to a target. We actually hit the target around those zones, right? That was sometime today, all right? And my price actually moved from this zone all the way up to that target, nice and easy. So it's going to give you a choice. It's going to show you the BMS. It's going to show you a BMS, right? Of interest, if you can actually scroll a little back and I show you some of the trades that he actually gave us and got into profits quite easily. If I can do this, let me just scroll a little bit backwards and show you how accurate it is, right? So look from this point, right? It gave us a BOS here, right? After giving us a BOS, it showed us this imbalance. Oh, it marks all of that. If you don't know what imbalance is, if you don't know what a BOS is, right? If you don't know what an order block is, just go to my videos on this channel and you get to learn about those things, right? So I actually had an order block right there after that imbalance, right? Then straight away we got a sell from that zone. That's a short trade, right? This was a sell. How many pips? Just 15 pips of a risk, right? You don't have to worry about a lot of things, right? I have told you this one is actually better than your mentor. Your mentor can do this, right? Some of your mentors can't actually do this, right? Most of their trades, they're always failing. After this trade, it gave us another BOS. Remember, we said we actually target this loss for first TP. It actually gave us another BOS, right? So us getting another BOS, we would actually want to study what's here. So there was some imbalance right there, another imbalance there. So that will actually make you to take that order block that is right there and you stretch it to the right, right? So let's see how that one performed as well, right? So you put your 2 here for a short and you actually put your risk just above the order block, something like 14.5 pips, right? Something like that, right? Then you actually target these lows, right? For your first target, second target, third target, you are not limited. So you're risking 14 pips to 50 pips. That was a lot, right? If you think of other lows and bigger targets, you'd also increase this to that and you have earned a lot, right? If we can actually zoom a little bit, you can see that from that very zone, price actually continue to move. Maybe you're a swing trader, you're a position trader, you could actually increase this risk all the way to these zones. Let me just do this. You could actually increase your risk to those zones. See how good it is. Risking 40 pips to get something like 104 pips. So this is very, very good. It's actually accurate, right? This one is better than remainder. Like I said, I think you can actually see it by yourself, right? So let me just follow, right? So after this BOS, unfortunately, price didn't correct from here, right? Price continued to move down, right? And it created another demand there, right? So after that, price actually gave us another BOS. So after giving us that BOS, let me zoom a little bit so that you see, right? Price started correcting, right? And if you look to your left, the market was balanced all the way from this. So if the market is balanced like this, right, there are less chances that they're going to come all the way to this order block, right? They will test the fresh order block or the unmitigated order block. If you also don't understand this, check the video that I explained on the concept of order blocks, where I explain about mitigation, and you get to understand it, right? Just get to the videos of this channel, you get to understand that concept, right? Then we got another short trade here, right? Just to show you how accurate it is, right? You just be flowing, right? Something a risk like 19 pips, you just target these lows, right? It's more than 1:2 risk ratio, this one, right? 19 pips to get something like 55 pips. This is just good. This is just good. There is no loss there. There is no loss there. So before I actually end this video, I'm going to give you the settings and I'm going to show you the name of this indicator. So wait patiently and I'll give you that, right? So after this trade, we got another BOS, right? So after getting this BOS, of course, you go to the highs, right? You go to the highs, you take that order block, you stretch it to the right, right? Maybe you go to the lower time frame, you just go to H1 so that you see the very order block was this one. If you're going to use this one, it was very big, right? Then let's see the risk that we have there, right? It's just accurate. You just follow what it's telling you. You just follow what it's telling you. It won't be repainting, right? So after that, you just target these lows, right? You just target this low. Remember, I said we don't put right at the lows, right? Right at the low point. So you target risking something like 24 pips. You make 45 pips out of it, right? So reducing your risk a little bit, something like 20 pips, so that you get 40% something pips. 1:2 risk ratio. That was actually a good trade from that zone, right? I think you can see this. If you understand the concept that I actually teach, then from there, that's where you actually get the trade that I actually started with, right? So if I do this, any loss there, you're not seeing any loss, right? We are just having wins, wins, and wins, right? This makes it better than your manual. This is actually the most accurate ICT or SMC indicator that I've ever seen, right? There's no indicator you can compare to this one, right? So let's also see other trades that we actually got here, right? So I'll encourage you, when you're using this indicator, use it on H1 and higher time frames, H1, H2, H4 daily time frame. Those setups will actually be accurate swing trades, right? So that we get good risk ratios. Then yesterday we actually got this sell again on USD, NZUSD, right? It was just a brilliant sell, right? If you go to M30, you're going to see the order block that is sitting here, right? Those I have taught on order blocks, you understand that this is actually an order block where this bearish candle wigged this one, so it took liquidity from there, right? So it makes it an order block. Also on the M30, if you go on M30, you see that it's an order block, right? Then there was no imbalance here, right? So that was the most extreme one mitigated order block on M30 to use, right? And you get this trade. You just go and back test on your own. This was on the 27th of June, right? Then you get this sell, right? It's still going. I still think is still going to other targets, right? Those that are in our premium groups, I think you have seen these signals. We've posted these signals. We've posted this analysis, right? You can benefit from it, right? So all the way from this point, right? It was just accurate. You get a judge there, right? You get a judge there. Then you're waiting for a corrective move. The market is balanced all the way. The only imbalance that was not closed was this one, right? So the market had to close that imbalance. After closing that imbalance, we get a nice trade from there, right? So it was a sniper entry, super sniper entry that you would actually get from there. Actually, a zero drawdown entry that you get from that zone. Then you just target those lows, right? Risk 15 pips for 87.8 pips. That was just too good. After that, you get another BOS, right? Then you get your corrective move, right? If you come to this zone, you will see that there was an imbalance sitting here. These imbalances, they had to be closed as the market is pushing upwards. This imbalance was actually closed by this week, right? Then we're left with that. Then we got this good sell that I actually got there, right? So you just have to put this indicator on your trading view, right? You get the trade setups on a daily basis. You're going to get win trades, right? How and why it is better most of the days your mentor is always losing, but this one is never losing. We are just winning, right? So now let's go to the indicator and we get to learn the name of the indicator, right? We also get to learn on the settings that we actually have to put. You have to use the settings that I use. If you use other settings, you're going to fail. You won't win on this indicator, right? So what you just have to search here, you just have to search nephew sell, right? So you come on indicators. Okay, so you just type nephew there, right? Then you get this indicator, market structure, BOS, George, MSP. The moment you click on it, it will actually come on the indicator section here, right? This one, BOS, George, nephew, same. Wow. Then you come on settings, right? On settings, that's the most important thing. Follow these settings, don't change anything, right? So you come one on pivot LB, put a 20 there, right? The default will be 5, right? Don't use that one. Put 20 there. Pivot RB, put 20 there. I have tested, I've used this with this technique, and it's very accurate. It's very accurate, right? Then you come here, show higher highs. These ones I don't want to show them, right? But if you want to show, you can show them, right? If you just click on this, you see on the chart, it will show you higher highs, but we don't want all that nonsense. I believe you know this. I've taught on this concept, right? So show BOS, show that, right? Then you scroll down, you make sure that these things are highlighted, those colors, right? You come on show FVG and BOS, right? And I like that. Just put the settings that we're seeing there, right? Any questions, you put on the comment section, I'll answer you. Show OP, and I like that, right? Just follow as it is, as I'm showing you, right? You come on BB after George, and I like that. This is a breakup block, whatever. You can test all these things if you want, right? So these are actually the settings. On style, just leave it as it is. Make sure these things are on visibility, just leave it as it is. If you want, maybe you can limit it just to H4, H1, maybe the daily time frame, you can change that, right? But these are the settings that I actually use. And you say, okay, cool, you are done, and you're going to use this indicator. Guys, thank you for tuning in, and I believe this is going to change your trading. I assure you this, right? So don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. Remember to subscribe, share the video with your friends. Don't be greedy. You can as well share it with your mentor, right? So thank you guys for your time. See you on the next